I hope you played around with those examples and those references that I showed you. So now let's play around with it in this video. So a few helpful methods which are inherited automatically to a string are something like concat that merges the string. So let's say if you want to merge Aziz Ali with this string, it's going to do that. Let's say if you want to get the character at a given index. So just like arrays have indexes, strings are also considered, all these characters are at a particular index. So this would be at index 0, Z would be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are 8 characters starting with index 0 all the way to index 7. So let's say if you want to find out what is at index number 3, it would spit it out for you if you just entered like such. Let's say if you want to merge the string, you could just do full name dot concat and just print out whatever string you want to merge, and it would merge the string. Now remember, when you're using these particular methods, they actually do not modify the original string. They actually spit out the new string that it is actually returning. But if you want to capture the new value, you can simply use the same thing and just say let new is equal to something. Actually, I cannot say, let's say n is equal to the new value. A few other methods it has is, let's say if you want to find the index of a particular string or a particular character inside the string. So just like character, if you give it a character, if you give it the index, it's going to give you the character. In this case, if you give it the character, it's going to give you the index. So let's say if I want to find what's the index of the word Ali, all right? So it's going to give you the first index number of when Ali starts. Let's say if I give it something like blah, 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 right? It says, hey, I didn't find it. So the index is -1. So that's a helpful way to find certain characters inside a bunch of strings. That's a very common method which is used. So remember that one actually. Another one is, let's say, starts with, you provided a string, and it's going to return true or false if it found a particular string at the start of that particular string. So does Aziz, the word Aziz is in the start of the full name, it's going to return true. If I provide something else, it's going to say, no, I didn't find it. Same, similarly, there is an ends with. So if I do ends with, does this particular string end with these characters? True or false? It's going to say true in this case. But if I provide blah, 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 it says no. Another helpful one is to split the string at a particular point. So a good example is already our full name over here. So let's say if I want to split my full name into first name separately and last name separately. So I can just do dot split. And where do I want to split it? I want to split it at the character of space. So there's a space in my name. So I'm going to just do this and hit enter. And it's going to split the string into an array. And this array is going to have two values, the first value and the second value. And it basically split it at the space character. That's why I provided the space over here. That's pretty helpful. That's also used in the real world as well. And if you want to assign that to a variable, you can simply say, let's say this would be let name is equal to this. And then you would say name, the 0 index is the first name and the first index is the last name. So that's how people use it. That's a common technique in programming. Another useful method of a string is slice. And this basically gets it picks up the string at the starting index to the end index. So if you provide it like such, if you say full name dot slice and you provide the start of the index. So let's say if I say, hey, I want to start at index number 5 and just 5 all the way to the end. So it takes the 5th index all the way to the end. But if I say, hey, I just want the 5th index and the 7th index, it's going to only get the 5th and the 6th index, not the 7th one, just one before it. So that's when you want to pick and choose certain characters from a bunch of string. And that's also very helpful in programming. Let's say if you are working with, let's say, time and you just want to split out certain seconds. Let's say if your time is inside a particular string format, you want to get, let's say, last characters or a few characters from the middle, you would use this technique. So that's pretty much it for this video. These are certain helpful methods that come built in with string, and I'm going to talk to you in the next, where we're going to look at a little bit more.